Hello there, Taurus. Let's do your new moon reading for October 25th is going to be the new moon. But if you're seeing this some other time, you're seeing it now for a reason, and this may just have a message for you. I'm trying to keep these short, under 10 minutes if possible. So let's get to it. I'm a shuffle. If you're new to the channel, my name is Melissa or Mel, and I'm going to do tarot readings again. I'm bringing them back. I talk about manifestation, magic, witchcraft, and I do witchy unboxing videos, Metaphysical Monday. So if you're new and that sounds like an interesting thing, there are lots of playlists linked in the description, or you can go to the channel. All right. So for this new moon reading, we are doing new moon readings and full moon readings again. New moons are about the beginning of the cycle, planting seeds. So as your manifested muse, I am here to spark something that may help something on your journey, or inspire you to do more research on something that you hear that kind of like flips a switch in your brain that's like, I need to look into that. So that's my goal. And that's why we're here. So let's talk about the new moon for you. So let's see what intention is within your grasp to go ahead and start planting seeds on. Ooh, the sun, the devil, the queen. Wow. Holy something. Okay. It's the wheeze for me. All right, we have the sun, the devil, queen of rods or wands. Then we have the hanged man, the 5 of swords, and the wheel of fortune at the end. So I feel like things will look up. Things will look up. We started with the sun and we ended with the wheel of fortune. Yeah. So here we go. Let's start from the beginning. I feel like there is something very important going on, something that will kind of cheer you up. What is it that cheers you up? I feel like that should kind of be a focus. But we have the devil here. So whatever that thing that cheers you up is, be careful not to become too attached to it. There can always be too much of a good thing. That is called addiction or codependency even. So, and with the Queen of Rods right next to that, I feel like that may be kind of a codependency issue going on here. Like maybe there's a person that tends to cheer you up. But I feel like we should not like separate or cut ties or anything like that. But I'm hearing moderation. There's a bird outside my window. Did you see that? That was a bird. That was not a ghost, I promise. I think. All right. So I feel like there may be a tendency to become attached to something or someone with this Queen of Rods in the first row as well. So be mindful and aware. That's all. I don't feel like there's anything that you need to do about this. Just be mindful and aware that there is something that brings you great joy there, but you need to kind of take it in moderation. Just something to be aware of and be mindful of in your own interactions with people. This could be a feminine energy because it is a Queen of Rods. Doesn't really, I don't like to apply gender to the cards because we're in a different age than when these traditional meanings were created. Modern times call for modern meanings, and the queen just means, a higher ranking kind of energy. All right, so there could be somebody important in your life that maybe you're placing too much value on them as well. All right, then we have the Hanged Man, looking for a new perspective. And the funny thing here is because we have the 5 of Swords here, I'll let you see this. This is a Morgan Greer deck. I don't know if I said that already. This is about kind of defeat. Okay, this is about being defeated. We have the Hanged Man before that, so we need to look at things. Are you being defeated, or can you willingly submit to letting things go? There's a difference. I don't know if it's necessarily a fine line between having something taken and you giving up. But I guess it could be a fine line, or it could be a wide line and you're just walking that path. Because then we have the Wheel of Fortune here, which, be careful which way it spins. You could be flung off. So again, I feel like mindfulness is really coming through in these messages for you. I feel like it may be time for a new perspective. This could also be signaling a shift in your life that you could focus on. I like always really drawn to see how this is a hand crank down here. There's a hand crank in that wheel. Which direction are you going to crank it? Which direction? I feel like if you keep going back and forth, you're going to fling everything off the wheel, right? If your wheel looks like this. If your wheel looks like this, you could go either direction with it. But if you keep going back and forth, you're going to fling everything off. So I feel like you need to be aware and very cognizant of what direction you're going with whatever this source of joy is how I'm going to put it. There's a source of joy here for you that could be detrimental if you're not. Maybe detrimental sounds very grave. Could be, not the best for you if you aren't paying attention to how you're attaching to it. So I feel like this new moon's intentions should focus, or could focus, not should. I'm not telling you what to do. Definitely not a Taurus. Not telling you what to do. But you could focus on, maybe your awareness of your surroundings as an intention, or, um, wanting to clarify things for yourself to see all the perspectives. Because for me, if I think about clarity, I feel like seeing it from all angles. That for me is more clarity than, seeing one singular situation clearly. I feel like clarity comes from being able to observe different perspectives and alternative ways of perceiving a situation. Like they say, there's, three sides to every story, this side, and the truth. I feel like there's maybe more than that. There's nuance to things that could be helping in the clarity department. So I feel like that could be kind of like gaining clarity on how you see your losses. Because maybe this source of joy that we have kind of touched on is something that you're afraid of losing, right? So I feel like a good intention for this new moon, if you do new moon stuff, you don't have to. I think I have a moon stuff playlist. I haven't put anything in there for a long time, but I talk about moon shit in there. So if you're interested, check that out. All of the links are in the description for most of the playlists. Or you could just go to the channel and go to playlists. Anyways, back to the topic. So I feel like if you are one to set intentions or do some type of ritual, I feel like something that is within your grasp that you can start planting seeds on would be clarity for one, and how you view loss. Now, I'm not talking about like death loss, or not even necessarily people loss, but there's a fear, I feel like, associated with something that brings you a lot of joy. And yes, that is kind of a balanced energy, because there's the joy and then the fear are kind of opposite. So you'd think that might be balanced, but no, we should be embracing joy and understanding that fear makes it more joyful, if you kind of think about it that way. But as for intentions, I feel like clarity, seeing things from different perspectives, all angles, and more specifically, if you want to get super specific, I would say there's an energy of fear of loss. Not fear of missing out. That's a wholly different energy. That's not what I'm getting here. But something along those lines, I feel like, and you could just turn the ship around, right? And continue going in one direction and spinning that wheel in your favor. So that is what I have for your new moon October 25th tarot reading. If you want to see more, check out the other videos, witchy unboxings. All the playlists are linked in the description, or you can just go to the channel, like I said. Thank you so much for watching. Always remember, the magic you seek is in here. Have a blessed day.